last year I did a piece on Tecumseh and Aboriginal, non-Aboriginal, historical and contemporary relations, and released it via network, working on the assumption that the internet can generate more than views of cats playing pianos. It can actually promulgate ideas. So I got people like Margaret Atwood and David Suzuki and Justin Trudeau, and Peter Mansbridge, George Stroumboulopoulos, Joe Clark, Paul Martin, about 100 people basically to all Twitter and post the article on Facebook on the same day, the 5th of October, which is the 200th anniversary of, and had 1 million views over the weekend. Kind of, there goes the future of publishing, traditional magazine publishing. I mean, who would want to, it started out as a cover story for the Walrus magazine, which, if I was lucky, would have been read by 5,000 people. Tecumseh was a major, major historical figure. I mean, arguably one of the best known figures in the world at his time in the 1820s, 1830s. He died in 1813 in the War of 1812. The extent to which he's known in Canada is that there's an argument that he, probably more than anyone else, stopped the invasion of Canada, which Jefferson famously told then President Madison was going to be just a matter of marching. And they started on the Western Front, and basically Fort Detroit was surrendered because they were so terrified. Hull, who was the commander of the forces, was described at the time as catatonic of fear because Tecumseh and his Confederacy were, so ferocious and so determined to basically stop the further advancement into the Ohio Valley. But what his real historical importance was, and this is what I tried to do, is use a historical analysis to explain contemporary Aboriginal, non-Aboriginal relations, is that he, on one hand, articulated a philosophy and a vision which resonates with Native leaders to this day, and you can hear in Idle No More and all of the youth concerns about what is going on, but also on the other side, ignited a hatred of Native people and Indians that basically not only demonized them 50 years later, allowing for the expulsion of all Indians east of the Mississippi, but also as soon as Canada got organized enough, basically to imprison them in a series of 11 treaties most of them over a period, the largest confiscation of land in the history of civilization between 1870 and 1876. And the thing that kind of really spawned me on this, I have PhD level Canadian history. I never heard of any of these things, nothing. And you just go, what kind of history could we be taught if we don't know something as important as this?